What's going on, guys? So I'm back with another video. I actually just want to start off by saying thank you guys for all the nice comments and commenting nice things to get me to make more videos. You guys want the content, so it's time to film some more. So basically what I wanted to do today is I actually wanted to start working on the car. It's still cold in the garage and I don't like working in the cold, but I'm doing it for you guys. I'm gonna go to Canadian Tire and get a different heater. Well, not a different one, but this one is out of propane, and when I run it too long I can kind of smell the propane in the garage and it gets, it's kind of bad for you. So I'm gonna get an industrial heater that I can hang from the board up there or whatever and just heat up the garage and stuff like that. And I need another 32mm axle nut so I can pull the axle nut off the axle so I can start there. But I'm trying to think of what I can do that doesn't involve emptying the coolant because I don't have a bin right now. So basically what I've decided is I'm gonna pull the axles, the exhaust manifold, take the harness out and the shifter linkage, and possibly also get the rear tranny bracket. And that should be about everything before I drain the oil, the coolant, take off the two top mounts, and essentially pull the motor. Yeah, I think that would be it. So I'm gonna run to Canadian Tire right now and get the axle nut as well as that heater. So I never really showed you guys the space, but I'm kind of tight on space simply because we've been painting just some cabinets for the inside of our house. So normally I do have all this space for my tools and stuff, but right now we're just limited down here until I'm done all of this painting and stuff, and then we can get better content, just because the more space, the better the videos. We can set up the tripod in certain locations and things like that. Alright, I just picked up the axle socket as well as this heater. It's not the exact one I wanted to go get, but the one I wanted was 240 volt plug, so it wasn't the proper outlet. So we're gonna try this one. Hopefully she works good, and yeah, when I get home I'm gonna put this in the garage and start heating it up. This is that little heating unit setup. It's actually not bad. It's not the 5,000 watt one like I wanted. It's actually only 1,500 because actually I'm pretty sure I already explained it. But yeah, so it's just plugged in, whatever. It's actually hot. It's warming up the space right in front of the car since I'm going to be working under it and things like that. So let's get started. I'm going to start taking the wheels off, get the nuts loose, jack it up again because I had to take it out the garage earlier this week. And yeah, let's get started on this car for real this time. Okay, so I'm just about to pull the axle nut off, but just because the rotor is spinning, I wanted to slap something on the brakes to obviously apply pressure. And I'm trying to set this up. Oh, it's super dark. Give me a sec. Yeah, so I'm trying to set this up, and it's pretty janky, and it's kind of hard, doing this stuff by yourself, but I'll figure it out. So, being lazy never works. The paint cans didn't work, so I went and got my electric impact, and I got the socket all loose, so this is off now. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen this bolt on the back of the fork on the top and bottom, and then this guy up here. I don't have the little crown bolt, so, and then this whole thing will pull forward, and then I can get the axle back. Oh my god, that boot is bad. Look at that. Yeah, I can get the axle out, and then we'll move on to the other side. Okay, so quick update. I got that little fork off at the bottom, but I'm actually having troubles with this, if it would focus. Or not, but you kind of get the point. Yeah, the top nut is not coming off of here, so I'm trying to hammer it away. Well, not the nut, sorry, just the actual, I don't even know what to call it, the threads. It's not pulling through, so I can't get the, man, I don't even know the words for half of these things, but I can't get that off. So it's stuck there, but I'm gonna keep, beating away at it. If I can't get it off in the meantime, I'm just gonna switch to the other side. But yeah, the axles, all pushed back, ready to come out. Once I do get that popped off, I can pull this whole thing forward and just, go underneath and pry out the axle. And then I'll move over to the other side and do the same thing. And once both the axles are out, I'm gonna see if I can go down there and get the shift linkage out as well. So I'm gonna start working on that now. All right, so I've gotten the other side to the same position as the driver's side, but I'm being inconvenienced by the same damn thing. So I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want to, mess at it. It's getting annoying. But because I still want to check things off my, my checklist, I am gonna go underneath and start undoing the shift linkage and see if I can start, unhooking from the cab back so I can take off the manifold. And then I'm gonna take out the battery tray and then pull through the harness, and I might call it quits for the video, or I might, just take the intake off And yeah, you just call that for the video. So I'm gonna get working on that shift linkages and then show you guys that when it's undone. All right, so I did manage to get the shift linkage out. I don't feel like going under there to take a video, but it's off. The cap back half is off as well. I don't even need to take off the exhaust manifold or the headers. Don't even know why I was saying that, but yeah, the cap back half is off. And I took out the battery tray, so I'm just gonna reach inside right now. And the door is locked. So yeah, I just gotta reach inside, unplug the ECU, which is actually a P28 if I've never mentioned, and it's been chipped by a place around me that's local. So yeah, so you got the chip right there, but this is a P28 OBD1 ECU with the jumper harness. So yeah, I'm just gonna unplug these guys. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, once these are all out, you can simply just pull it right through. It's not really hard at all. Stock, there's like a rubber grommet that you normally have to take out on the engine bay, but since it's already out, I left it out. So I'm just gonna tuck this away, and yep, that looks like all of it. These are just some wires for O2 sensor and things we wired in like that. So yeah, I'm gonna head up on the other side and pull her through this little hole right here. As you can see, right down at the bottom. So this is what I was talking about. That actually, the grommet's there, but it's not seated properly. So yeah, I'm just gonna pull that through and flop her over the motor, and as well as undo this guy right here, and that will disconnect it from the, you know, the car and stuff like that. And I could leave every connector connected to the motor, so that should be good. Oh, one more thing, I almost forgot. The way we wired in the O2 sensors and the yeah, sorry, just the O2 sensor and the idle air control is I ran it around the back here, so it's actually stuck behind this thing. So I'm gonna unplug the sensors when I get the chance, but right now I'm not. So yeah, the harness is out essentially. All right, so I think that's gonna be it for this episode slash video. I didn't really make as much progress as I wanted, but I did get some things done, and I also did just want to put out another video. So hopefully in the future we can, you know, actually get these axles out and stuff like that and actually work on pulling the motor. But I'm just going to cover what we did. We got the wiring harness pulled, the shift linkage dropped, and the cap back removed. And we started getting the axles out. We really only need those two top nuts and the axles will be dropped. So yeah, that should be it. Once the axles are out, I'm going to do the tranny bracket and the two top mounts, the two top motor mounts. So yeah, like I said, there's only really a few more things left to do. Like I said, the tranny bracket and the two top mounts, as well as drain the coolant, drain the oil, get my engine harness, my engine hoist, maybe detach some of the fuel lines and a couple of other things, the slave, like clutch slave and a few other things all around the bay. But it's really not much. There's not much to it, you know, it's a Honda, so. And once we start pulling it, we'll see what else is attached. Like, this will only be my second time pulling a motor out of this car, so hopefully it all goes smoothly. But thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you come back for the next one.